Brad.
What?
Hey, I need to talk to you.
What?
I've got something to talk to you about.
What?
I was just in Arthur's room saying goodnight to him, and one of the comic, like, the hero posters... Oh, how do I say this? Like, Wonder Woman is front and center with the Justice League, and...
As she should be.
Her boobs are front and center with the Justice League.
You came down here to bug me about Wonder Woman's boobies? Did you really come down here to bug me about that?
It's not just her, right? Is that like all women in comics? Like, that's what they look like?
No, Supergirl has small breasts.
So just Supergirl. But, like, there's other girls, right? There's Power Girl and her freaking...
Okay.
Her peekaboo. There's got to be more examples of, like, women, like... Yeah, look at Power Girl. You're telling me that that is, like, age appropriate for your son?
Let me guess, you're gonna crap on the boob window? You're crapping on Power Girl's boob window?
Yes.
Did you come downstairs to pick a fight about...
Oh my god, look at this. Look at that. You're telling me that's okay for your sons? Arthur, Robert, or Jason could just be standing here, like, staring at Wonder Woman's tits?
It's not like that.
Oh.
Okay. First of all, did you come downstairs to have an argument about the sexuality of female superhero characters?
Yes,
is that really what you just did?
They are like sexual objects in comics. Like, is this how it was when you were a kid?
Yes, pretty much. I don't like touch myself over female superheroines. It's not like that.
It's practically a meat market.
Okay,
Brad.
listen. There's some individuals that they like to look up female superhero prawn, and that's their thing. But for the most part, that's not what us comic book fans are into. Look, okay, let's start with Power Girl's boob window, all right?
Yeah,
Power Girl's boob window, right? You know why it's there? The editors at DC weren't paying attention to the guy's work that was working on Power Girl, and so every issue, they progressively got bigger and bigger. He kept making her breasts larger and larger until he would get their attention, and finally he got their attention, and they were like, whoa, her boobs are really huge, and it was like this inside joke, and then he just kept them that way.
They just left it that way?
Yeah.
That's acceptable for, like, boys to be... Seriously, comics are geared for boys, right?
Yes, they're definitely geared towards boys. That's true.
Okay, so I don't see a difference between, like, Wonder Woman's getup and, like, a Playboy bunny.
I mean, yes, that's true, but there's a difference. It's a superhero outfit. Now, no, stop it.
I forgot.
No,
you just read it from the stories, right?
Yeah, I don't. First of all, I don't read Playboys. I don't have any Playboys, okay? I read comic books. 2, in my life, I've never been aroused by a comic. Never. I've never read a comic and got a boner, even as a kid. And as kids don't see Wonder Woman and Power Girl and Supergirl, even though the Supergirl from pre-New 52 had her belly showing. They don't see them as sexual beings. It's just that simple.
So these are supposed to be role models for little girls?
Okay, do you know that men superheroes are sexualized too?
No, they're not. They're fully clothed. Look at these guys. They all... Like, there's no skin showing for the most part. Oh, well, that guy is showing a lot of leg. But, like, for the most part, they've got their skin covered.
Okay,
look,
Margaret,
look at the difference.
Pay attention.
Look at the difference between Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman. Fully cut. I mean, yes, Aquaman has the chest.
Look at Green Lantern's muscles. Look at his body type.
Green,
that is, you don't think that's completely sexualized? Now, listen. Can I point out that the inventor of Wonder Woman was an uber feminist? He was an uber feminist, and it was like a women's liberation thing.
Okay, so some guy.
It was a liberation thing.
Thought that this was like good for women to be like in a scantily clad little. Yeah, you're right. And the women's movement also included poster women, right?
See this one right here. Do you know who this is?
Yeah, that's He-Man.
And the Masters of the Universe. That's right. Now look at how much clothing He-Man is wearing. Would you look at this figure and say, I'm offended by that? I'm offended because look at how much of his midriff is showing in his chest. You can see his nipples and his legs. Look, all he's wearing is furry underwear, furry boots, and this thing.
Shield. He looks like a stripper. I could totally put dollar bills in that X on his chest.
Don't say that about He-Man, okay? He's a wholesome hero character. I bet you watched She-Ra as a kid, didn't you?
I did. I had She-Ra.
You're a hypocrite.
Why? I was a kid.
You're a hypocrite.
I was a kid.
You're a hypocrite because She-Ra is the He-Man universe's answer to Wonder Woman. And if you remember, she wore a miniskirt. She wore that thing. and she wore the thing on her head. Haven't you seen cosplay of She-Ra? She's damn sexy. If I was out and one of the bad guys in She-Ra came up with her big sword, I'd be like, whoa, swing!
Ugh.
She was damn hot.
Okay,
in
so
real
they
life.
sexually objectified She-Ra. You're not winning.
Yes. And no one complained about that. You didn't complain about that.
I was a kid. I didn't know any better.
Oh my God. What do you want? Do you want the female superheroes to be flying around in turtlenecks and burqas?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that what you want?
That would be good.
Oh
That'd be great.
God. There's nothing wrong with how the female superheroes look. Yes, there is a certain amount of female objectification.
Okay,
just
so
like
you
there
admit
is
it.
with men. And yes.
There's men too? Is that what you're saying? Show me.
Oh my God.
Show me.
Look. You've got Martian Manhunter and Hawkman. What the hell are they wearing? Especially Martian Manhunter. He's got boots, undies, and that rig, right? Then we have Bwana Beast and Commandy. Again, both of them are wearing, almost no clothing. Who else? Oh, there's the Golden Age Hawkman. He doesn't got a shirt on. He's wearing one of those rigs. Do you understand? And what the hell is that?
Look at that plunging neckline.
What is he wearing? What is that? I mean, that just looks ridiculous. So, I mean, yes, we have like large boobs and cleavage there, and then we have a boob window here, and we have Wonder Woman, and then we have fishnet stockings on Zatanna and Black Canary. But I think that you're missing a point here.
Okay, and that is?
Children don't look at comic book character women the same way that grown-ups would look at comic book character women.
Okay.
They don't look at them in a sexually objectified manner. They're heroes to them. I certainly didn't look at Wonder Woman in a sexual way. You'll never find sticky comic book magazines stuffed between any of our kids' mattresses. I guarantee it. Never. I will put money on it. I will bet you $1,000.
So what did you compare them to?
Right now, for every comic you find that's got sticky magazine pages, $1,000. You'll never find it.
What did you compare them to then? As a kid, how did you see them?
Superheroes. That's it. I saw them as superheroes. I saw them as good guys. People that objectified doing the right thing and strong moral character. That's what I saw them as.
So you're saying they're less, like, sexualized than they are, like, the epitome of what it is to be the perfect person?
The
perfect human, like,
there's a reason why...
physical form, like an Olympian?
Yes, that's exactly it. And when is the last time that you ever saw me get aroused because we watched the Olympics?
Well, no.
Never. It doesn't happen. They're not strippers. There's a difference. The stripper to society embodies the character of someone who is doing something that most people would consider inappropriate on a social level, right? Taking off their clothes for money.
Right.
Whether we think that or not is a different story, but that's generally how society looks down on them. One step above being a hooker.
With that, right?
Pardon?
There's movement to that.
Sexual
too.
movements, right?
Yeah.
Look, here. Rest assured, I will never ever give Jason a copy of the New 52 Catwoman issue #1 because
I don't even know what that means.
Batman is balls deep in Catwoman's vajayjay on a roof in Catwoman #1 in the New 52. I'll never give him that. He'll never even know that exists. But that's not her costume. That's the real sexualization right there, and it's really because it's adult content. But okay. Comic books aren't really for kids anymore anyway. I mean, DC tries to keep it so they're mostly still okay for kids, but they still deal, and they always have since the 60s, and especially the 70s and upward, since Green Lantern and Green Arrow were dealing with Speedy with a heroin addiction. They've always been kind of for adults because they know that the demographic of people buying them are males, and they're adults. Adult males between 30 and 50.
Okay, all right, fine. So
I'm 36.
We've met kind of
36.
halfway in the middle. Okay, you
I agree.
admit
They're objectified
they're
to a point. So are the men.
You're saying because the audience is mostly men. So
if they're men, that's fine. Women that read the comics probably love Superman's body just as much as the men who maybe think Wonder Woman or Zatanna's legs are attractive think that way.
Okay.
But that's not comic books. They're not framed. Wonder Woman's not framed in a sexual manner in comic books. This cover right here, yeah, I can get why you look at that and go,
that's a lot of cleavage.
Right, and she's bending down, and sometimes artists take those liberties, but in general, the very costume of Wonder Woman, though it leaves opportunities for those kind of pictures to be drawn, she could be fully clothed. Rogue is fully clothed. And I gotta tell you, artists don't, I mean, do you know the difference between drawing Rogue and drawing Wonder Woman? Nipples. That's it.
Okay, fine. So you are basically weeding through for our boys to make sure that they don't see Batman and Wonder Woman having sex.
Batman and Wonder Woman never have sex.
Oh my god. I don't care. That's not the point.
Yes! I give Jason Flash comics. He reads Justice League. He reads Super Sons. He reads Superman. You understand? He reads comics that would be appropriate for him. But even if he did stumble onto something that might have other things that would be slightly more age specific, he's going to be fine. And any girls reading the comics, right, that have the guys that are objectified, they're going to be fine.
Because girls read comics.
So that's a whole other debate right there.
Uh-huh.
That's the whole, you want to talk about that. Girls do read comics, you just don't know it.
Well, I
There's
think
lots
this
of
was
comic girl
important.
geeks.
This was important. We needed to debate about this. This is a big topic.
Yeah. Can we stop recording? I mean,
yes.
I do have work
fine.
to do. I'm doing YouTube research and I got videos to edit and upload. The more important stuff is that I do the figure reviews and the unboxings and all those kind of things. That's what I want to do.
Well, this is important too. If you're going to have a comics channel, then this needs to be on there too.
I'm going to convert you, you know. I'm going to convert you to a comic fan. I'm going to have
Right.
you understanding why I like comics.
Mm-hmm. It's a little extra air in my mouth.
And I'm also going to have you dressed up cosplaying as Wonder Woman as well. I will. I'll have you dressed up as Wonder Woman or Power Girl.